And every week, Jordan Ham is with us, brought to you by IBEW 640. We appreciate IBEW 640 and their support. Check them out. All right, partner, here we go on the recruiting roundup with EJ Warner right off the top. Kurt Warner's son. What do you make out of his recruitment so far, Jordan?
Yeah, I think it's been like with a lot of these 2022 quarterbacks, it's been slow. It's been a bit up and down. And I think that's just, we're still feeling the ramifications of not having live evaluations for guys for over a year. And that's going to affect every position, but that's really going to affect the quarterback position. But EJ got some good news this week, added an offer from Hawaii. The head coach over there, Todd Graham, very familiar with Arizona. So I think that's a case where this coaching staff went back to a ground that they know very well, and they see a guy that's probably pretty under recruited right now. And you throw in that injury that he had last year, it's just not many coaches were able to see him actually play at a varsity level with the pads on. So now that they're starting to see that, I think things will start to continue to come in for him.
Okay, let's go into the trenches. What are you hearing on the trench front?
Yeah, a couple of Mountain Ridge guys adding some offers. Alex Deuce adds an offer from Nevada, another program that has come in time and time again. And then Alexis Sanchez. This is a guy to look out for, Alexis and his brother Andy. Alexis adds offers from Weber State and Eastern Washington. And then Amari Washington over at Chandler might be the hottest prospect in the state right now. He goes by Mike. So you might hear me ping pong between those two names, but 6'3", 295 pounds. And Coach Garrettson told me it's just chaos when he's on the defensive line. He likes just blowing things up and making the offense's life very difficult. So he adds offers from Oregon, Syracuse, Michigan, Florida State, and Iowa State. So the snowball is in full effect for him.
Jordan, when we're now at the halfway mark and we're going to start seeing some transfers that are rolling out and getting on the field this coming weekend, and they're going to start getting some buzz around them. Are there any names of players or programs for the fans out there that you're like, hey, you may want to keep an eye on this school or this player? He hasn't played at all, but now he'll be eligible.
Yeah, I think the usual suspects, certainly the Chandlers, the Saguaros, the Hamiltons. There are going to be a lot of guys taking the field for the first time, and one of them is Derrick English over at Saguaro. He had added an offer from Washington. I was on quite a few campuses last week. Washington had the bye week. It felt like I saw a Washington coach at every single campus I went to. So he's definitely a guy to look out for. John Butler, the linebacker from Cesar Chavez, is over there now as well. And then Jacob Holmes also over at Chandler. He's one talk about disruptive. You pair him with some of the guys on that Chandler defensive line, I think it's going to be pretty special. And he has double-digit offers now and getting looked at by quite a few Power 5 programs. So I think that some of these transfers coming in are going to have an impact. They're already getting recruited now that they throw the pads on and coaches are really able to evaluate them. I think that's only going to help their recruitments.
That's Jordan Ham. He knows all, he tells all every week. IBEW 640. We appreciate IBEW 640. Check them out for their support.